All right, we are here on the Client Support Zoom, April 17th. My name is Jason Adams. I'm a COPE-certified coach with Take Shape for Life. I'm just excited that all of you are on this Zoom tonight, and actually it looks like we've got almost 50 people on this, so that's awesome. Woo-hoo. So usually what we do on these client Zooms, we like to start out each week with some non-scale victories. And so those are things that you guys are just excited about that have nothing to do with what the scale says, whether that's coming off medication, fitting into some summer shorts. Where I live at in Rockford, Illinois, it was beautiful today. I was outside all day, which was great. So if anybody'd like to come off mute, raise your hand, and I will take you off mute. Let me just adjust this real quick so you could take yourself off mute. Oh, there we go. Dale Groves, I see a hand up here. All right, Dale, you good?
Hey, Jason, how's everybody doing?
Awesome.
Hey, I wanted to update my story. Quick rundown. November of 2014, my doctor wanted to put me on diabetic medication and cholesterol medication. I've been on blood pressure for about 15 years at that point, and my triglycerides were bad. Long story short, finally went to my primary care physician after being on this program for 3 weeks, and my numbers were good. They weren't better. They weren't good yet, but they were better. And 3 months after that, all my blood work was perfect. My blood pressure had come down. December, he took me off my blood pressure medicine. Well, I went back to my primary care and my wellness doctor at work about 3 weeks ago now. And their words were, "We are astounded and astonished at your progress. I've lost 90 pounds. My blood work is still perfect. I am in a size 32 pair of pants, which I have not been in those for at least 24 years. I wasn't in a 32 when I got hired. And I am about 7 pounds away from being what I weighed when I weighed 23 years ago getting hired as a police officer. So this has just totally rocked my world. I'm feeling better. I'm more energy. I go on and on. But the benefits I am seeing that I never expected, just the clarity of mind, the loving life again, the hope for my health, for my future that I didn't realize. I realize now that I actually determined that I was going to die a fat cop. I just knew that was going to happen, and now I have a healthy future, and life is so much more exciting.
That's awesome, Dale. Thank you for sharing that. And that's what I do love is, the things that we have gained back that we've never thought. Well, one, we never really thought we knew we were missing. And then two, like when we started this journey, you think it's just, I'm just going to lose a few pounds. I've done this before. But it's so awesome just to hear the life that people get back with this. So thank you for sharing. Now, when I said raise your hand, I didn't mean physically. There is if you go into your manage participants, you can hit, or your chat, I believe you can hit raise hand on there. So if anybody else want to come, oh, there we go. Gabe and Tammy, you got it. There, you're unmuted. Oops, sorry. Let's see, you switched on me. Where'd you go? There you are. All right.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone. So our non-scale victories kind of happened this weekend. Go ahead.
We were at the mall today. We took her there with a friend, and I was waiting for him to get there this afternoon and sitting in the food court, just chilling out. And my phone rings, and it's him. But I could hear an echo, like he was close to me. And he's like, "Hey, where are you?" And I literally turned around, and he was like not even 5 feet away from me, but he didn't recognize me. And that was kind of exciting. That was a cool non-scale victory that after 17 years and after losing 85 pounds, my own husband didn't recognize me sitting like 5 feet away from him. So that was a pretty cool non-scale victory today for us.
So I don't know if that was, I hope it was good. If not, it's bad and I'm in trouble later. So, but no, the second one was we were just walking around, hanging out. And I told my wife, so let's go to Old Navy and just see what's there. And I hated shopping 14 months ago because I was right at the edge of going to the Big and Tall store. And so I never could find anything that could fit me, and so I'd be very frustrated by the end of the time at a store. So we walked in there, looked at a couple of things, and I thought, well, what the heck? Let me just try a pair of pants on. And so I went in there and I was blown away. You know, when we started this, I was at 48 waist, size 48, and today I was down to a 38. And it was really cool. It was really cool to be at a Old Navy and walk out knowing that I can actually wear their clothes. And so that was awesome. And I'm kind of looking forward to the skinny jean phase one day. So it'll be funny. But it'll be exciting. So that was our non-scale victories today.
That's awesome. Awesome. And Gabe, when's the last time you were in a size 38 pants?
Oh, bro, I don't even remember that. I don't know. It was a while ago.
Probably in college.
I think when I had hair. Maybe when I had.
Years ago when we were in college, probably.
But no, yeah, it was a while back. So it's been everybody, people on my team are saying no skinny jeans. But
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna second that.
But it's been a really cool weekend. Just, you know, we got focused in on us and not just, you know, we're coaching and helping other people, but we had to get focused in on us again, and it's showing again. And so it's been awesome.
Love it. Thank you guys for sharing. That's so great. It's awesome. And, you know, not recognizing your wife standing in front of you.
I know. Awesome.
Yes. All right. Thanks. And we got time for one more. I see Guy Adams has his hand raised. So, Guy, I'm going to unmute you. All right. You're good to go.
Hey, Jason. Well, I've been at this now, 14 months, right? February 9th was a year. I've lost almost 200 pounds. We were out to eat Friday. Debbie's lost almost 100 pounds. We've been out to eat Friday. A little early for a movie, so we were just sitting there having a cup of coffee and just doing what we used to like to do, is watch people. And we recognized our neighbors. We haven't seen our neighbors. Sorry about the fire truck.
Yeah, is that you or me?
The doors opened and the fire truck went by, fire on the street. So we're sitting there and we're watching people, and we hadn't seen our neighbors all winter. We just hadn't crossed paths. And they walked by and they looked at us and kind of funny. And Debbie waved. She says, hi. And the wife, she's like, hi. She goes, it's Guy and Debbie. And she goes, from next door? Totally blown away. Talked to them for a little while. They took us over to meet their family, which we saw them all come in. Their daughter did not recognize me and did not believe that was who I was. I had to get my phone out with my before and after picture, show her the picture that I knew that she knew, and then me. Well, by the time we're all done, I think we wound up having, they're going to wind up being our clients by the time we're all done with this. They want to be a part of what we're doing. But I think that is the first time I've ever seen anybody not even recognize who we were, because our transformation has been so big. So that's my non-scale this week.
That's awesome, Guy. This is a good way to go off the grid. Is do Take Shape for Life, and then you could just disappear. No one will ever know where you went. I actually had non-scale victory this week. Softball started Friday, and I have knee problems. And last year I lost my weight, but my knee wasn't all the way healed. But this year it feels good. So just being able to run around the base pass 62 pounds less was my non-scale victory, because, you know, it's lugging around before, feeling, you know, really bad, huffing and puffing at the end. It was nice to just be able to just fly around and feel good. So we are going to go into the couple of guest speakers that we have now, and I'm going to invite Amanda Levica on. Amanda, let me find you real quick here to unmute you. Oh, you got 3 iPhones here. All right. Let's try it. We'll just go down the list. All right, try that one. Nope, that's not you. There it is. I got it.
Yay!
Awesome. So Amanda is a newer mom, and she's done the program. She's done amazing. I can't wait for her to share a little bit about her story so far. But Amanda, I'd love you to just take it away.
Okay, so Crystal called me today and asked me to share a couple tips. And of course, the first thing I think of is the food and tips that I could share about the food. But then I thought a little longer and I'm like, that's not really what I want to share. Actually, I want to share about not making it all about the food. Celebrate everything. We're on this journey, and we have this journey and we think about this number at the end. And let's not make it about that. Let's make it about every step that we take to get to that number. There are so many little things along the way that we can celebrate that means so much more just that number at the end. Every little thing, from being easier to bend over and tie your shoes, to making a separate choice, not choosing to eat a pizza that everyone else is eating, but making it your way and eating it your way and getting healthy. There's just so many decisions that we make throughout a day that need to be celebrated, and it's just something that is really important to me. I try to celebrate my clients. Every week I call them up, and even if they've had a bad week, I'll say, but that's okay because you're still doing this, and that's something to celebrate. I try not to be so serious about it all the time. If you make this a job and you make it serious, and if you're just focusing on what you can have and what you can't have, it's going to be a really long journey for you. Have fun with it and be happy and focus on these little things that just happen from, it seems like the moment I started, little things started happening. I felt better. I could bend over and tie my shoes because that extra spare tire I carried around the middle, it was gone after just a couple weeks. So we focus on just the really good things that happen and not being so serious all the time. That is my one tip for everyone.
Awesome. Thank you. And Amanda, share real quick how much you've lost and how long.
I've lost 90 pounds in, July, it'll be a year. So 90 pounds in however many months that is.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. And now how old is your little girl?
I have 4 children ranging from the age of 16 to 1. So I'm very busy, and this allows me to keep up with them a lot better than I was.
Awesome. Now, were you,
they have a whole new mom now.
That's great. That's so fun. That because I've got 3 girls and 6 under, and so it's like, yeah, I need that energy. I mean, I need that extra energy just to keep up, and then let alone do what I want. Were you on the Nursing Moms program to start?
No, I wasn't. I actually learned about the program just as I was stopping nursing, so I didn't need. That was nothing I had to worry about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. I think those are great tips, especially being able to tie your shoe. Very important. But I love that you have that willpower now to walk away from the things that aren't going to get you to your goal. I mean,
definitely.
That's the way I try to look at things. Is okay. I see that I could have that, but what's that going to do for me getting to my goal? And then the focusing on what you can have and not what you can't have. I think so many times we start something like this, and that's immediately we go to the negative. See, did I lock up a little bit? Shut my video off real quick. All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Sorry, I think I locked up, or I locked up on my end at least. Let's try that again. Okay, so yeah, we focus so much on, what we can't have instead of what we can't have. We can have all kinds of things. We can have healthy options for those things. I mean, cauliflower pizza, you could have cauliflower pizza. It's delicious. It's awesome. But so often we just want to focus on the negative, and I love that you're focusing on the positive, and that's probably carried you through for 90 pounds. So that's great. Thank you for sharing so much.
Thank you.
All right, and now I'm gonna go to Mandy Rewerts. Let me find you real quick, Mandy, to unmute you. All right, I got you unmuted. Now, Mandy, real quick, I just wanted to share something. We have some coach dinners at our house for people that are in our area that are our coaches. And Mandy's husband came along one time, and we were out grilling, and he was talking to me, and I was just asking him about how the journey was going with Mandy, and the thing he said, though, he's just like, I feel like I have my wife back. And I just thought that was so powerful and such an amazing thing. And she was only on for like a month, so that change that can happen that quickly. So Mandy, love you to share a little bit about your journey so far, and you can take it away.
All right. Well, I'm since the end of July also. I'm about 60 pounds down. My tip, and like Amanda, I thought about it, and it could be all about the food, but mine is more looking back. If I turned 30 in March, and when I turned 29, I was a mess, and I was overweight and unhappy, and I've told quite a few people, I think my postpartum lasted until I started this program. And what keeps me going is I don't want to go back to whoever I was a year ago. A friend of mine her birthday is the day after mine, and I was excited about my 30th birthday. I don't know who does that besides me. And I asked her about hers, and she goes, I bawled my eyes out because I'm so unhappy. And my tip, like I said, just remember where you came from and how far you came. Whether you've been on a week, whether you've been on 3 years, just remember who you are now and how happy you are. And like Jason said, I've become, my son, I only have one, got a whole new mom too. And where I did this partially for them, it was mostly for me, because I was unhappy, and now I eat healthier, and I try to get my kid and my husband to eat healthier, and that doesn't always happen, and I'm living proof that mistakes happen, and sometimes when things happen in your life, you fall off track, but the minute you jump back on, everything falls back into place. And I just leave. I always tell my clients, if they had a bad day or they ate something they weren't supposed to. I had a client the other day that accidentally left her food at home and couldn't get to it till 1:30 in the morning. And like, you know what? I'm like, I don't want you to starve, so eat whatever, eat something, but go home and get it. I'm like, but just leave it at yesterday. Leave it in yesterday. Or leave, like over the holidays, at Easter, one of my other clients gained a couple pounds. I said, you know what? Leave it at Easter. Easter's over with. It's now spring. Just keep going forward. You're going to hit your goal, and you'll get there, but don't let that drag you down. So that's my tip. So
Thank you. I love that. I love it. Leave it there. Don't bring it with you. That's so great. Everybody on the journey, and I mean, if you've done perfectly, hooray for you. But a lot of us, I think, have had struggles, and we've had hiccups, and we've had little bumps in the road. But what do we do after that? You have to think about this as a journey, though. You have to think that there's always going to be something that happens that's not going to be perfect.
Yep.
And what you do with that information is either you could dwell on it and get upset about it and beat yourself up over it, or you could use that as a teachable moment and say, okay, all right, well, I left all my food yesterday.
Yep.
Next time I'm going to make sure that I have extra food stashed in my car somewhere, just in case I forget next time around.
Yep. At least you didn't quit. Don't quit.
Don't quit. Yeah, definitely don't quit. just like that, sometimes we get stuck at like a party and maybe the food there is not the best choices. You just got to do what you can do sometimes. I mean, life is always going to happen. You know,
Mhm.
there's always going to be something that comes up that's going to be a roadblock. But how you work that obstacle, how you decide to view it, and you know, it could drag you down and say, "Oh, I'm just a failure at this. I can't do this." Or you can say, "All right, you know what? Next time, I'm going to make sure that I ask the hostess or host what's on the menu, and maybe I'll just eat a lean and green before I go."
Mhm.
You know, those are the types of things that are really key in this. Is preparation. Be prepared for whatever is going to happen, and understand that, you know, it's okay. Just move
Mhm.
along. So thank you, Mandy. I love that. I really do like the new outlook at 30 and being excited about that. I was the bawling my eyes out at 30. You know, that was me. But I love that you have a new life that you're excited about. And
I think I cried at 29.
awesome. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Okay. So what I wanted to share a little bit with you guys tonight about was preparing for, again, we're going back to preparing for after your weight loss, because we know that, you know, the 5-in-1 plan and the weight loss, it's really the first phase. And from here, once you do hit your goal weight, which I've been almost a year and a half, or no, about a year and about 3 months, kept my weight off. I lost 62 pounds in 4 months on the program, and I've kept it off. But that hasn't been always easy. And there's a lot of things that I've learned along the way. I mean, you know, driving past McDonald's for a while was like, you know, I'd be like doing this with the steering wheel, like, nope, don't go that, don't do it. And it was tough because, you know, you get in this mindset of a diet mindset, which I don't know how many people on here have done a bunch of diets, but I had done a bunch of diets. For about 17 years, I struggled with my weight. And I did a ton of different things. But it was funny because I'd get to that goal weight or wherever I wanted to be, and then the first thing I would do is I would go celebrate with a giant pizza, or I would go celebrate with, you know, a bunch of junky food and, you know, a pile of brownies. Like, I'm like, oh, I hit my goal weight. Yeah, let's go eat all the stuff that got me in trouble in the first place. And I just want everybody to think about what you're going to do after. Like, what's that look like? What's your healthy life look like? And what are these little steps that you're going to do now to learn how to keep that healthy outlook? Because in the 5-in-1 plan, it's really easy. It's simple, you know, but there's some things that you can learn along the way. Obviously, with your lean and green, you can learn how to eat healthier. The Habits of Health book is great options for doing healthy activity, or, you know, not having to bust it at the gym all the time, but just doing healthy motion. What are these little things that you are going to bring into your everyday life that are going to help you after the fact? And really what I like to think of it is you know, I used to always get frustrated when I wouldn't know how to do something, and I wouldn't have practiced or studied for it. I just get mad. I'm like, I can't do this. But, you know, think about like a golfer. A golfer, how many times does a golfer practice each week? Every day. They practice every day to train and be that good. Well, I want to look at our health like that. You've got to think about what you're going to do every day to keep staying a healthy lifestyle, because I, for one, cannot be the burger fries guy again. Because if I do that, I'm going to go right back to where I was before. And so I've got to make sure that I am making those healthy choices. Now, it doesn't mean like every once in a while couldn't have some, you know, do some foods that I like. I live in the Midwest, so we like a lot of cheese. We like a lot of burgers and casseroles and things like that. That's okay to have every once in a while, but what are you going to do the rest of the time? And how are you going to keep that healthy weight? So that's what I just wanted to talk about tonight. Habits of Health book. Read it. If you're not, then you're just doing a diet. You have to get that healthy mind going. Dr. A also has his Optimal Health book, and then Stop, Challenge, and Choose is free. Just Google Stop, Challenge, Choose, and you can download it. It's an ebook. It's a real quick read. It's really helpful on your journey. But these are some of the things that you can prepare your mind and get your head wrapped around, getting away from that diet mentality, and understand that this is a lifestyle change. And to keep this healthy lifestyle, you have got to do things daily to keep you moving in that momentum. And so that's why I just want to share with you guys. Just think about it that way, that this is a journey, and you just need to make sure that you're taking those little steps each day to keep you getting to your goal. And your ultimate goal is just a healthy life. Your ultimate goal is never doing a diet again, right? I mean, that's what I never want to do, a diet again, but I want to feel like I feel now. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you everybody for hopping on tonight. I really appreciate the time, and we're going to stop record right here. Maybe.